Hey, what is up? Welcome to the Hypothetical Comedy Podcast. I am Funky Sam Medina,
And I am Athena Rodriguez.
and we're here with comedian Davine Kerr. How you doing, Davine?
Hey, you guys, I'm doing okay. How about you?
Awesome. We're doing good. We're doing good. How's life out in DC?
Um, it's DC. Um, Everybody who come and visit DC say it's a nice city, it's a lot of greens, everything's clean, but people are ugly apparently. I don't see it
Oh,
anymore.
is that a thing? Is that a thing for DC?
I'm from Montreal. I grew up in Montreal, and every time I have Montrealers come visit me, they say, "Damn, everyone's ugly." And I'm like, maybe you're just looking at maybe they're just looking at tourists, but apparently, yeah, I don't see it anymore. I am ugly blinded, because I've been here for 20 years.
You're numb. You're numb to it.
Yeah, I can't, I tune into people's personalities already,
How long have you been in DC?
20 years.
Wow, that's cool. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So you said you grew up in Montreal. What's it like growing up in Montreal for you?
Interesting because, I'm an immigrant, so people expect me to be on the English side, like more, but I was in Quebec and they're like separatists, they are more francophone. So they're always shocked when they hear me speak French Quebecer because they assume I'm like a Hong Kong Chinese. Yeah. There's a lot of
Cool.
duality in English and French over there. So yeah, I
Wow.
tried to blend in.
Did you grow up speaking French?
Yeah. Je suis une Québécoise, tabarnak. Yahoo!
I don't know if that little hoo-hoo part was French, but I liked
Oh
it.
no, that's just nerdy. I don't know.
The pleasantries.
It's funny because I saw like on your bio or whatever that said I think you were saying trilingual,
Yeah.
and so yeah, that you speak French. That's cool.
That is so rad.
Yeah, the other one is Cambodian. Well, Khmer, obviously.
So which is your first language?
Cambodian.
Cambodian. Okay, nice. Hell yeah.
So English is my third.
English is your third. Oh, because you grew up in a French speaking. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is it true that English is the most difficult?
It's the slang really.
Oh.
And also the intonation. Like I spent so long saying I'm Canadian instead of I'm Canadian.
Oh.
Oh wow.
It's very subtle. It's those little things. Or when you would say dirty white car, I used to say white dirty car. Like I didn't know which order you have to put it in. Like those are the stuff that it's very subtle,
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people who learn English, like maybe later in life, mix
Right.
up he and she a lot. That's a
Really?
very
Oh,
common thing that I've seen. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. That's cool though. So did you learn English as a child, or did you learn it like later on in life?
Every dude I had a crush on were on the English side, so so I knew a little bit of English. My neighbor was more English also, but when I met my husband, who's from DC, that's why I moved here. I would do a lot of gibberish and then say concept. It's just to say that I understood whatever he tried to say, and who cares anyways. But and then as I moved here, my English got better. Like if you talked to me like 10 years ago, my English was barely there.
Oh wow.
Like it was English the way you guys learn, let's say French in school, like I read it, but I didn't like speak it. Like when I hear people say from the get-go, I used to hear from the get-go. like the animal. There's a lot of expression that I'm like, oh, even now sometimes I listen to a song and I'm like, that's what they've been saying. Like
Oh
Wow.
wow.
That's super crazy. There's this wrestler. His name is Kevin Steen or Kevin Owens now, and he's from Montreal. And he said that he learned English watching wrestling as a kid.
yeah, I could see that. I've learned English from watching Perfect Strangers.
Okay.
Oh, I love
Nice.
Yeah, so that was such a great show.
No, that was such a good show. I love
Full
it.
House, also Full House, but there's a lot of movies. When you guys talk about like 80s movies, I've seen all of them in French, so now I have to rewatch them all in English.
Wow.
Oh, that's interesting. Wow.
Like I never watched Coming to America, the real version. Like
That is so cool.
That is pretty crazy. What's it like for you just growing up, being a Cambodian, but being in like this French speaking area?
very whitewashed.
Yeah.
Like I admired like I feel like the Cambodians in America are more proud of being Cambodian, but when I was in Montreal, I didn't even remember I was Asian. I so wanted to fit in with the white dudes who played hockey, and eating poutine. And I was one of them. Like I was not embracing my culture at all. Like I was
You're like, I
completely
like cheese.
yeah. And people said, hey, your French is great. You must be adopted. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm adopted. Like I was not really, yeah, it was very whitewashed. Like, but I see a lot of Cambodians. I don't know why. I still wanted to make sure that they didn't think I was the other Asians who refused to learn French.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there was some that didn't kind of embrace the culture so much.
They didn't assimilate at all. They were like
Yeah.
like every Chinese from Hong Kong just stayed together, only spoke English. And so the French white people up there were having problems with immigrants. And I really wanted to make sure, like, I'm not them. And I forgot about being Cambodian,
Oh, wow. What a trip.
Yeah, it's something. Now I realize it more and more, as you sit down and try to write about your life. I'm like, man, that was something.
So at what point did you really discover stand-up comedy? Did you discover it in French first?
Well, I grew up watching stand-up comedy in Canada, and in Quebec, it's different. You have to go to l'École de l'Humour, which is a school of comedy. So they have like a 4-year bachelor degree in comedy. So I never thought it was attainable for me. It's not like here where you just go to an open mic, roll out of bed, and guys wear shorts on the stage and get booed, and then girls go up there, talk about their vagina. Like, it wasn't like that in Montreal, like it was, you have to go through the schooling, and I admired them a lot. And, the way it's set up, it's not in a bar. So even the stand-up was more like a one-man show kind of setup. Like they're more physical. They move across the whole stage because they practice with a whole stage, not just a bar, Yeah, I'm talking so much. But anyways, so when I came here, I didn't think I could do that. So I started later in the US. I started joining an improv troupe. Then I branched out, and they acted like I was Beyonce out of Destiny's Child, But it's I started here in the US in 2014 in DC.
Okay, nice.
That's so rad.
So I guess what brought you to the US then?
The husband, amazing dick.
Well,
Oh,
I guess there you go.
I hope it's not
Much of a
PG.
face, but
Yeah. It had to be a good dick to move me, make me leave universal healthcare.
I mean, you can go back and get it, can't you? Are you still like eligible?
Sort of. Yeah, I think I have to have my health insurance card. I mean, I'm still a citizen, and
yeah.
yeah, if I lived there, I think 6 months back at least, I could get my
Oh, you have to live there for 6 months before you like fall into that category.
back. Yeah, like redeem my Canadian card back. I guess. But I'm talking out of my ass right now. I didn't really look into it, but that's I'm assuming there's some sort of. But I know I didn't fully lose anything.
Yeah, there's probably some kind of grace period. I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
That's cool though. So you come out to the US, and what's that like for you going from a French speaking place to, the US?
I don't know. Where are you guys located before I bash any town?
We're in California.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Bay
Okay,
Area.
so I mean, he
we don't
moved
care
me
if you
to.
bash our town though. I do it all the time.
Nah. I'm in Virginia, DC suburbs. So we still have 4 seasons. I'm still in the same time zone as Montreal. I can drive up there in 12 hours. I'm 4 hours away from New York, but I'm still close to the beach. So
Wow.
I got lucky that I love the location where I'm at, and the comedy scene is great, and people are cosmopolitan. I don't know if I would have been the same in Alabama or Texas. You know what I mean? Like, so it helps that, like even here, I've met some French groups, so I raised my kids speaking French with other mommy who spoke French. It's been a good mix.
That is so cool. That's so cool that you're so like, you've got so much of a vicinity of like activities that you can do around you, so close with the beach, and having like New York right there. And New York is like a big, comedy space. And oh, wow, that's so rad.
And still not super far from home.
Yeah, I don't have to move to New York. I'll take a mega bus. I get there, I do a show, and then I come back at night.
Yeah.
What? I mean, the bus is gross, but I mean, it's worth it.
Yeah. Aren't they all though? Aren't they all?
Yeah.
Yeah. If they weren't gross, they would cost much more money to ride.
Yes.
True.
So how did you get involved in the improv?
Well, it was a bet. So I have 2
It was
kids.
a bet?
Well, see, my second kid, I had a cancer scare. I had a misdiagnosis, and it sounds very cliche, but I almost died, and I had this existential crisis. And then I was hanging out with stay-at-home moms, and I was sick of hearing them talk about like which lady had which expensive bush, and I'm like, gossip with neighborhood. And my husband, well, anyways, stuff like that. And I'm like, I need to find more like-minded people. So I had a friend who said, well, what you want to do? And I'm like, comedy. And so I found a meetup group that was doing improv. I showed up. The lady was named Don Nguyen, so I expected a Vietnamese lady. Not that I picked only Asian people, but she happened to be Italian who married a Vietnamnese dude, so that was very startling, you know. Like, she was like an Asian Rachel Dolezal, you know, and then took some improv
I was
class.
not
And then
expecting you.
yeah, I was like, what, you know? And then we did some improv, and then our improv troupe kind of played during a stand-up competition, you know, during an intermission, and the stand-up comedians that were there. Sorry, anyone who heard it, who's hearing this, but they all sucked. And I thought, hey, I can write jokes too. So I spent 3 months writing my first 3-minute set, and then that's it.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. I did improv recently as part of this stand-up comedy improv show, right? So what they do is they have the stand-up comedians do 15 minutes. And then after their sets, the improv troupe would act out the favorite jokes of the night.
Oh, favorite jokes. Okay, not just anything, not just based on
the audience
keyword.
will like give suggestions of what they liked, and then they'll act out. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
so, I like that format. I've done something like that similar, but how was it for you?
Yeah, I give a lot of props to the improv troupe because that was like terrifying. I was like terrified.
So you did the actual improv part, or were you doing the stand-up?
I did stand-up, and then we were included in the improv part.
Nice.
With the improv troupe. So they were kind of like guiding us through it. We were like all scared rabbits.
Right. It's fun. I like improv a lot. I miss getting into characters. That's something that in stand-up you can't really do.
Yeah.
But I don't miss anybody, like, you know, cutting my ideas and going somewhere else with it. I'm like, that's not where I was going.
Oh yeah, because everybody kind of like
jumps in,
goes off.
Yeah, they jump in. Yeah, it's worse than a heckler. So I like stand-up. You're alone.
Wow.
So you like stand-up better because you can kind of take your ideas all the way.
Yeah. There's nobody to. You don't have to be a team player. You can just be your own asshole on the stage, just speaking your mind.
Be your own ass.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I always told people like stand-up is the black dick of comedy. Once you go stand up, you don't go back, you know, like, like I can leave improv, but I wouldn't leave stand up, you know. That's
yeah, no, we came back to it. We actually stopped doing stand up for like 3 years, and
what?
we were like, we have to get back into it, and we did it just in time too because we got back into stand up about 6 months or so before the pandemic hit.
Oh wow!
So we were able to kind of like get our footing a little bit and establish ourselves a little bit before everything kind of shut down.
And then you went full on Zoom too, right?
And then we went hardcore in Zoom. Yeah. What about you? What was it like for you when the pandemic hit?
I mean, a lot of people bash Zoom shows, but I think it's great for writing. You can't rely on humping the stool anymore. Then you actually have to write something.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I like that. I mean, you know, I prefer the stage, of course, but the Zoom shows really help. And to network, you know, I got to meet like you guys and people on the West Coast, you know, and I'm glad that we're still using it now, at least for podcasts and other things.
Yeah, and there's still some mics. You can still find some open mics if you really wanted to.
Right. Like I did some Zoom in Asia. That was cool, you know?
Yeah, and it's good too. Like, you know, if you don't have time to leave the house and you want to hit a mic real quick, you can find one on Zoom probably sometimes. Not as often though, because when the pandemic first hit, there was like all day, every day, all night. Just everywhere there was Zoom mics.
Have you ever done improv on Zoom? That's weird.
So for a while,
sorry, pardon me.
For a while, Athena was running an open mic. It was called Afternoon Delight, and what it is you get a choice between a riff topic or an improv act out, and so we were doing that for a while. And so that was pretty much the gist of doing any improv on Zoom, but it was super fun. We have we had great times on that. Some people that came on just did these incredible improvs, and it was so much fun. We loved it.
they could just jump right into it. And then like
Right.
it's really fun to watch people, kind of get out of their comfort zone and do it for the first time, the improv part where they have always done stand-up comedy, never did improv, and then they jump into that and they're like, you could see them kind of struggle, but then like they get that gleam in their eye, they get all into it.
Right.
Love it.
And then I'm sure you know Chip Jones, right? Because he was
Of
everywhere.
course. Yes.
Yeah,
He's
Chip was
great.
everywhere on Zoom. He created a thing that on that show called the Combo Platter, and what the Combo Platter was a riff topic and an improv act out. And so you would like,
How did I miss that?
you stand up, you would do like the stand up, but like in a character.
Wow. Next time like a character show. I've done that. Those two. I love character shows.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It was so fun.
Next time I see Chip, I'm gonna strangle him.
You get in line. No, I'm just kidding. No,
He's in my town. I can easily strangle him.
Oh, you're right.
I can easily strangle him.
I didn't even make the connection that he's also in DC.
Yes, he's my people.
I'm like, Chip Jones? He's all like, he was down the street.
Yeah, no, he's 45 minutes away, but I'll do the hike for strangulation.
Yeah, we became pretty good friends with him over the pandemic. He's a good dude.
He's great people.
Hell yeah.
Like
Hell yeah. What about you? Did you experience any improv over Zoom during that time?
I watched it. I haven't played it on Zoom. It was surreal to see on gallery view, all the players. It almost felt like it was interesting. I don't know how
I would think
that's
it
all.
looked like the Muppets. You know how the Muppets
Muppet
the Brady Bunch. Yeah.
I feel like it would be hard to do like multiple people on Zoom just because like when people talk over each other, it kind of cuts out and stuff.
Yeah, there's some lag and also that's kind of
true that, yeah.
But they did well, just all things considered.
Yeah, awesome. That's cool. And so back to when you're doing like improv, like before the pandemic, how did you make that transition to comedy? How did you start doing the comedy?
The stand-up, like I said, we were a troupe. So we were 52 pickups, and then we became Nacho Problem. And we were more like short form. A lot of people do the Herald, which sound very fancy. They went to the improv school, and they also, it's almost like a bachelor degree in improv also. But we did short form, more like Whose Line Is It Anyways? Little short games.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
I used to love that show.
Yeah, it's still great. My kids, I introduced them to that, but there's a lot of anyways, I digress. But so when we did Nacho Problem, we would have some shows once in a while, and that's when I said earlier, like we were the intermission for a stand-up competition, and when I saw them eat so much dicks, I was like, I can do that too, but with a fork.
I could eat dicks on stage.
Yeah, but I'll use utensils. I'll have skills.
You do it better. Eat dicks better than that.
Yeah. I'll do it with chopsticks. Oh my God, did I just say that? Okay.
So do you perform stand up in all of the languages you know?
Oh yeah.
Good question. I do it in French when I go to Montreal. So typically once a year I have my French set is a 10-minute baby because I can't really rehearse it or practice it here. So I have a headlining set in English, but I have a little like guest spot, maybe feature spot in French if I could like stretch it now. But I never piece them together. Every time I go there, I hit like a little mic here and there in French, and I'll do a 7-minute in French. And the first time was really, it took an adjustment, but then after that, once I understood what they wanted, it was amazing.
That is so cool.
That is really cool that you could do that in French.
It's nice, but I got to use other reference that I couldn't use here, like that's specific to the Québécois over there, right?
Yeah. Do some of your jokes translate over, or do you have to literally write completely different material for that?
Well, the stories are the stories, so that works, if I do any wordplay, then, English, the limitation, of course, that doesn't translate as well. But as I progress in my set and I share more like personal stuff, then it's even easier to translate even in Cambodian. When I do Zoom in Cambodia, then I also have a set in Cambodian. But
wow, were you doing like Cambodian Zoom shows during that time, during the pandemic time?
Yes, but I only did one Cambodian in Cambodian, but otherwise it was still in English with a lineup of like Americans who happen to be in Cambodia teaching English and stuff like that.
we had done a hypothetical comedy international tour where we were doing like what was it? There was Malaysia, there was I think the UK.
Yeah, we did UK, Malaysia, Germany, China.
Nice.
Yeah, so what it was we were getting a handful of comics from that area, and it was all in English. And
Right.
since I wasn't working a lot of hours at that time, it was in their time zone. It was
Right. Yeah.
in their evening time zone. So like I was doing it like 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 8 in the morning, things like that. But it was really fun. We did Netherlands, we did a bunch, and I was able to really like be friends with a lot of comics from around the world by doing that.
It's great, isn't it? I only did the
Yeah.
Asian one, so it was like 7 in the morning for me. But I didn't. I wanted to do the UK one, and I did one in Tokyo also. But
Yeah,
I
the
love the
Tokyo
morning
one,
stuff.
that was
Yeah.
hard because that was at 4 o'clock in the morning for me.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it
For
was
me
like
too.
7 for you because you're on the East Coast.
Oh, that's right. You're not even. I keep on forgetting you're not in my time zone.
Yeah, we're 3 hours behind.
Whoa. I'm in the future.
Still daytime over here.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's it like in the future?
Oh, it's gloomy. Don't look at the news. I mean,
I try
No.
I try not to, as it is.
Oh my goodness.
So what was it like for you like after the pandemic lifted when people started kind of going back out again and doing comedy?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the Zoom shows they were great, but then it made me rely on my notes that I would glue on the wall.
Yeah, I can see that. Because I got really comfortable with notes on the screen and
Right.
also a timer on the screen.
Yeah, so memory loss a little bit. That freaked me out because I'm like, oh shit, like so I had to rejuggle, get my sea legs back. Um, Also nervous tick. When you do Zoom shows, you see yourself like right now. I see my face, so I always fix my hair, and then I end up doing that on the stage too,
Oh
like
wow.
like twitching because you see yourself, you're self-aware, and so now I'm trying to correct that behavior on the stage. But so those are I'm blaming it. It all came from virtual stuff, but
Yeah, like for me, like ticks and stuff like that. One thing that I was doing on stage pre-pandemic was I was like pacing around a lot.
right,
Also, I was fidgeting. I would fidget with anything, with the mic cord, with the what I still play with the mic stand, but
right,
like it being on Zoom really taught me to one stay in place because you have to be on camera, and two, there's nothing really to fidget with. There's no mic cord because I'm not holding a microphone, and
right.
so I kind of stopped doing that.
So the Zoom helped you, but it ruined me. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, I guess
I
so.
see.
That's all you wanted to say.
Also what was weird with the pandemic is when I went back, I wasn't as self-aware. Like it made me wonder, where did I leave my purse before?
Oh dang.
You're a dude, you don't really think about that. But
Yeah, I don't.
before the pandemic, I just went up and I left my purse on a chair and I wasn't as
Yeah.
hyper alert. But now I don't know why. I'm like, ew, like who's gonna watch my purse? Like where do I put it? Like and so I don't know if you noticed a lot of lady comics, we all have a fanny pack more and more now because we all kind of went through that same thought process of not trusting nobody anymore.
Oh, interesting. She doesn't
So
have to
then I
worry
have
about
all
that. She doesn't have to worry
yeah,
about that because we're usually at the shows together, so I'll just watch her purse for her.
Yeah.
right, right.
I'm
So
so
you guys
grateful.
are together like romantically. You're not just co-hosts with sexual tension, right?
Oh
Correct. No,
no.
we're
Okay, okay.
married. We're definitely married.
Cute. I didn't want to assume. I just that's how is it to do comedy together? I'm interviewing you now. But,
It's fun. Like it's really fun. Like the best part of it is the traveling to and from because we always
oh,
travel
that's true.
together, and so we talk about like who we're gonna see, and we're excited to see them, or what jokes you're gonna try tonight, or different things. And then on the way home, talk about tags and how the night went.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have my husband too to bounce back premises and all, but he doesn't do stand up. But once I finish my set, I upload it right over on YouTube, and then I send it to him. So by the time I get home, he knows how to greet me.
Based on how your set was, right?
Yeah,
Like if you
yeah.
had a great set, then he has like a steak ready for you. But like if you had like a really bad set, then it's like
Then I
cereal.
still get a steak. So
Opposite.
that's the thing. If I have a great set, he comes down on me, and if I have a bad set, he also comes down on me. So I just have to upload the video.
Either way.
Yeah. I just need to do my homework. Like,
Yeah,
I
no,
love
that's
it.
good. That's good. And it's good that like that he kind of helps you out and he's able to like, you're able to bounce things off of and stuff because that's super important.
It makes so much of a difference.
We love.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. My husband is hilarious. He's just more like a behind the camera kind of dude, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like Jim Gaffigan is famous for him and his wife are like a comedy duo, but he performs and she doesn't, you know. But she writes, she helps him write all his stuff.
Right.
Yeah. And we know a lot of comedians that will have like a very funny spouse, and it's just like, yeah, that works out well. I feel like it kind of relieves the possibility of people getting jealous of their spouse and their achievements, like, and stuff like that, because I know that does happen.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if that's a current thing happening. Maybe people are just more supportive of each other nowadays.
Yeah, I don't know. I get jealous a little bit sometimes.
It's a case by case.
Yeah, no, it really is. Show by show, booking by booking.
Yeah.
You know, like I might not be jealous of this booking, but I'm jealous of that booking.
Especially if they have a cool background. Good food.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
definitely.
I'm getting a little fat.
Okay, pull it back in.
All
pull
right,
it back in. Reel it back
I'm
in.
going. Here we go.
So you said that you're headlining. You have a headliner set?
Yes.
That's cool. When did you start headlining?
That's a good question. I mean, after 2 years in, I had my first headlining set, but I was not officially a headliner. You know, I'm still wondering, like even now, like my goal is to headline more and more, but until I consistently just headline every weekend, 3 days a night, then I'll, you know, that's the goal. I would love that, but I've been headlining more, you know, and then if somebody says, "Can you headline this?" then I do have up to like 65 minutes.
Wow.
But I don't have it enough. You know, and that's the problem is when you don't do long sets as often, you can't really quote. So I'm still like working on getting the comedy muscles to like consistently do 60 and not worry in the middle of my set, did I already tell that joke or not? Because, you know, when it takes, there's some tagline that are interchangeable and sometimes I worry if I don't repeat myself, you know, but that comes with time too, like anything. So how long has my headline? I don't know. Consistently, I would say more like over the past 2 years. You know, that I can negotiate to pay and get, but it's not as, I don't know. I think it's, every time you reach any level, there's always like, this huge,
yeah. And then you're like, am I here?
It's never, you know,
You're like, I'm doing this, but am I here? Yeah, no, totally.
So my attitude is I am here right now and I am focusing on writing the joke. That's what I really love. You know, like that's.
Oh yeah. I love that.
That is really awesome though. And then have you traveled, been doing comedy in like different areas too, outside of DC?
Oh yeah, I was in New York 2 weeks ago and in Las Vegas like about 3 months ago. And like I said, I go to Montreal sometimes and perform there. And before the pandemic, I used to go, you know, a lot more places. Now I'm a little bit more nervous about flights. And I do have small children that I try to not leave them too long. I used to do more festivals like in Chicago and stuff like that. But now I'm like, it's slowed down a little bit traveling wise, but I think I'm going to pick it up a little more, you know?
I like that.
Yeah. Same for us too. Like we didn't really travel much since the pandemic. We did a lot more before the pandemic.
Right.
But yeah, I really want to get out there and get a bunch of different comedy communities and just kind of like, you know, meet everybody, just do all the shows and have a good time with it.
It's a lot of fun. You know, sometimes it's scary though for a woman, like if I'm in a new town. Because like here in DC, you know, if it's an open mic, there's tons of comedians in the lineup. I can spot one friendly dude that I can outrun if he decides to be a creep, but I could tell him, "Can you walk me to my car?" Right? But let's say I do a pro show in Pittsburgh and I don't know nobody.
Oh yeah.
Then nobody's walking me to my car and I'm by myself. So that's a little scary, even though I enjoy the traveling, but there's some dark side to the being a lady traveling anyway. I don't know why I brought that up, but it's just.
It's true
though. I agree. It's like sometimes you don't think about it until you're alone and you're like, oh yeah.
Exactly.
You're in a different town.
Exactly. That's the terrifying part that I don't know how to fix, because let's say I talk with a network with the headliner and he's busy after the show selling his merch. He's not going to, I have nobody to walk me, you know, like, so.
Wow.
Stuff to keep in mind. So.
Yeah. Well, speaking of somebody that was doing security in a comedy club, security is always willing to walk you out there if they're still on the clock, if they're still working.
Yeah, I've had a bad experience with the security person who was the actual.
That's
but anyways, knock on wood. I don't know why I just edit that part. No, I don't know. It's up to you. But I didn't want to be a downer yeah.
You're not
I just admire dudes because for that you never have to worry, you know, like Athena, if you probably could relate, like before we leave, we have to plan so much stuff, you know, like
I mean,
for real.
I've walked plenty of people out to cars and stuff, like just because for that same reason.
Right.
Because you never know.
But I've seen like things where like there's a dude just casually walking and it's dark outside.
Yeah.
Like they're just like all willy-nilly, not even aware of their surroundings. And I'm like, must be nice.
Exactly. Instead of us always clenching our claw with our keys and ready to like pounce,
looking like a little velociraptor.
And I'm like, I can't define myself, but do I want to break my knuckles again today? You know,
it's so silly.
You know.
So with English not being your first language, how do you write jokes? Like, do you just, I don't know, like what's your writing routine like?
You know, all my best writing is from just talking and then writing everything down. Like I don't believe in the whole like every day I have to sit down for 20 minutes and just write because that just feels forced, you know?
It does. And I can't do that. I've tried to do that so many times.
Yeah. So what I do is really just write down everything. Like I have my phone, I have a notepad, everything that comes through. I'll talk with a friend and I'm like, oh, wait, you know, and I'm at a red light. I'll write down notes. I'm always writing all day. And it's in English, if that was the question.
That's cool. Like, so I consider myself more of an inspired writer because like if I like you said, if I in conversation say something funny, or if somebody says something and I kind of riff off of it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna use that, you know. And so a lot of my jokes have just come from like me just saying smart ass things and just going, I could use it on stage.
Exactly. Or when people tell you their stories and you're like, I hope they never come to that show because I'm so talking about this.
I also write things backwards. Like I'll find a funny thing. I'll find like a punchline and then I'll find a way to get there.
Yeah. I think that's the right approach. I mean, I agree with your approach. It should be like, I call it the Kama Sutra of writing. Any angle, you can't just have one method. You'll be stuck, you know, like.
Yeah. I mean, that's why comedy is so subjective because so many people do it so many different ways. Like you just said how you can't sit down and write, and there's people who say that's what you have to do, you know. There's just so many different opinions and so many different ways to do it.
I mean, if I say I'm going to sit down and write it down, it's more that I already have tons of premise. And
you have the ideas.
And I'm skimming, I'm extracting the nugget out of it. I'm polishing the thing. I like to treat each word. I call it my comedy budget. Like every word's worth money. And so I want to keep it low. The more words, that means it's too much setup, you know, and you'll get to the punchline quicker. If that made any sense, you know. Anyway, so I'm like, this sentence should only be $10 worth, you know, like not 300.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
So I'll remove the money like that. So I budgetize my words and I skim and I chop. So that I'll do editing. When I say I write, I'm pretty much editing. But as far as ideas and flow, then that's something captured like that off the cuff, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I also saw that you are an artist. What's your art background?
Well, I play music by ear, so I pretty much play any instruments. Like as long as I know how the instrument works, I'll play it. So I can just jump in any jam. But also when I was before I went to business school, I did an art major, so I do sculpting and painting, mixed media.
Wow, that is so rad.
That is really cool. How did you get interested in sculpting?
Well, I'm Cambodian, and our heritage is the Angkor Wat. And you know, I don't know if you knew, during the late 70s, we had a totalitarian regime, a whole genocide. They killed all the intellectuals and artists. And one of our greatest legacy in Cambodia is rock sculpting. So I wanted to connect to with my ancestors and just know how it felt like back then when they were sculpting.
Wow. That's amazing.
You know, when they discovered Pompeii, everything exploded, but all the rock sculptures remain, and that's how you know about that civilization, right? So because I'm narcissistic and a douche, I figured if I make an art sculpture, when everything explodes, there'll be something that says Davine somewhere in the rumbles, and that's how I leave my mark behind. So yeah, it's vanity made me do that.
I like that you're owning that.
Oh yeah, I'm
completely okay with admitting it. I love it.
It's weird. I half of me wants to die, and the half of me want to leave a mark. It's very, very conflicting.
That is so cool.
That's cool. So what kind of pieces have you made?
Wow.
There's a relief, so it's like a water buffalo with an elephant, because in Southeast Asia loves elephant. It's a lucky animal. So I kind of it looks like a tomb. So it was the shape was a tomb in 2D, and then I did the animals on top. So it symbolized like all the tombs of everybody who died during the genocide. The elephant symbolized luck, but also memory. We don't forget them, and the cow's a sacred animal. So that's why I did that.
Wow, that's amazing. And I like how, when you were a child, you wanted to fit in and you kind of didn't really embrace the Cambodian culture. But then as you got older, you got more into it and you embraced it a lot more.
Yeah, well, there's different ways of embracing it. I don't know. It's a complex.
Yeah,
that's another podcast for. Like, what does it mean to be Cambodian? It's a complicated thing, but.
What about your music? You said you could play any instrument by ear. How did you discover that you had that ability?
Well, the first sign of my music ear was when I was 3 and the Cambodian orchestra was playing, and there's a dude who played the drum in the back and he skipped the beat and messed up. And I yelled. I was a baby and I was like, and after the show, the musician came to me and told my father, who's also a musician, oh my God, she like totally saw my screw up and nobody else noticed,
Wow.
And I was like offended. I was like, how dare you do that? I'm like, we paid to watch you and you sucked, But then after that, I didn't really play any instrument. And then when I was in 6th grade, there was a music competition. We were supposed to write a song. And I just grabbed a keyboard. I'm like, all right, let's write a song. And I didn't even think it was abnormal. I just played the song. And then people said, I didn't know you could play. And I'm like, doesn't anyone? I thought everybody could play. Like, it's like saying I didn't know you could eat a carrot,
Oh, wow.
Because it came so natural. And then after that, I realized, wait, maybe I am playing music. And then I saw my friends practicing their piano. And then they would like hate it and cry. Their mom would like hit them with a ruler, like, you need to rehearse. And then when they got up, I would sit down and replay exactly what they just played. And they said, what the fuck? How did you just do that? I'm like, isn't it what you just played? But I never knew it was actually hard. And that's how I figure out that maybe I am supposed to play music,
Wow. You never knew that was like special. You just did it.
No.
Everybody did that.
But because it was just there, like I didn't even think about it,
Yeah. So what bizarre instruments have you played?
Oh, there's a thing, I forgot what it's called. That's Japanese. It looks like a sperm cell. And you squeeze the testicle part and you play like this. Like, so I have a TikTok video playing that instrument and I'm doing the Mario brother like that. So, and I have 2 of them, so it's like harmonizing testicles. But
That's fun. And musical testicles.
Yeah, they're cute. I mean, there's some bigger ones, but I like the small ones.
Well, I guess that answers my next question because I was going to ask you if you incorporate the music in your comedy.
I did it more in the beginning, but see, that's the thing about people. They are so confused by branding. They're like, you do too much and people are going to get confused. I'm like, really? There's nobody that can do one or the other. Like, it's like when I do when people see me at a bar, an open mic, I'll do more raunchy. And then I tell them I can work clean. They're like, they think you can only do one thing.
Right.
So that's frustrating because I'm like, I don't know. I enjoy. So in the beginning, I did a lot more music because, I get to have a stage but now I do it less because people are idiots. Like they forget you're a stand-up comedian and they'll say, oh, you were just doing burlesque with a ukulele. And I'm like, no, that's not what I was doing. Like brand confusion. I blame it on all the girls on TikTok. There's one that knows lipstick and the other one that does lip gloss. Like apparently only one stupid thing,
Oh, they do say that you should make different TikToks for you to focus on different things. People do that with Instagram too. It's really crazy because I like a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I just put all my stuff together.
Yeah. But I mean, maybe that's who we are. A lot of things.
Exactly.
I'm claustrophobic in whatever labels they try to, I don't know who
Yeah.
they are, but they can fuck off. Like,
Yeah, I think those people are jealous because you're talented, in more ways than one.
Yeah.
I don't know if they even knew. I mean, I don't want to sound all like emo here, but like all of these things are because I didn't have toys, my parents didn't love me, and I was bored. Okay, like I didn't do
Hey,
that
I
to like
resonate
offend
with
people. I
that.
did. Yeah, you do things to survive, right? Like I did that to survive. I mean, and yeah, that's all.
I can totally.
That's my PSA. Don't be jealous. Just say thank you. You're still alive because of art.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. Because like you say, like, it was they don't see your struggle, they just see your talent, so everybody has a
Right.
story and everybody has something going on. So just, support each other, be
Exactly.
nice to each other. Oh yeah. That's cool. Do you have anything like any projects or anything you're working on, anything coming up?
Um, it was clear a month ago, but I don't want to say it now because I hate, like I said, I don't like being locked in my labels. So, I mean, eventually I'd like to record a special. So I'm working on that. A lot of people are dropping specials left and right everywhere. And what I thought was my material that was ready for it, now I look back and I'm like, that's not what I want to leave. Like even if it gets laughed, but that's not, I'm really trying to find. So my goal is to headline as much as I can so I can really find exactly for my first special what would make it really special to me, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like what, because we all have different flavors and different, but I really want it to be like something that if something happened to me, my kids will watch and be like, that's why mom did that. This is why she left that night. This is why she missed some recital. No, because and it wasn't just because I talked about dicks, like I wanted something to be more meaningful than that, like,
yes.
You're not a comedy orphan for nothing,
absolutely.
But you remember when mom was gone all those nights? Look at those Taco Bell jokes.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, yeah, so that's what I'm working on.
That is so smart.
That's cool though, and it's good because you definitely want a quality thing when you put it out. So
yeah, and I'm not bashing on other people, but I don't want to do a special just because everyone's doing a special. Is my point,
Yeah,
Good.
absolutely, I agree too.
And especially if you think about how many Cambodians right now have a special, not many. There's like, so we're in the first
extra special.
Well, maybe or not. I'm also debating on like, do I have to represent Cambodia? Like that's another pressure that I don't want to have. Like,
do they have like English speaking Cambodian like events that you could perform stand up on someday?
I did. I was in Long Beach headlining once at a film festival.
Oh wow!
That was the first historical all Cambodian lineup comedy show back in Long Beach when Angelina Jolie released her documentary about the genocide. It's called First They Killed My Father, and I was the headliner for that show.
Wow!
That's pretty awesome.
That was amazing to perform in front of my people and all, but also terrifying.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, that is a big deal. It's a film festival. I'm sure there's a lot of people there. Wow.
Yeah, it was a good. Yeah, it was a great event.
That is awesome. That is super awesome. So, what's a couple of things that you would like to maybe manifest for yourself, for your personal life, or for comedy, or for whatever?
I just need $3 billion.
I'll take some of that.
That would be nice. What do I want to manifest for myself? I don't know. I just want to be more anchored and now. I mean, I think I'm doing a good job at like wearing blinders and not compare myself to everybody else because
it's hard to do.
It's very draining otherwise, like, oh, why am I not on that flyer or that flyer? But I just want to focus on my writing. So what I'm going to manifest is just more bookings that are longer sets. I can really be more and more comfortable in just dropping a 60-minute just like that all the time. And hopefully earlier shows too, because I'm getting old.
It's funny because we appreciate the earlier shows too. I work at 5 a.m, so I'm just like, oh, this show's at 6. Hell yeah, let's get out of here.
I worry about that sometimes. I'm like, by the time I consistently headline, like in a very solid way, how old am I going to be? Like I was reading about Wanda Sykes, it took her 20 years to have her breakthrough, and she's on the older end, and she inspires me. But I'm like, man, they're all past my bedtime, and I shouldn't say that because then people say I won't book her because she wants to sleep, But anyway, But you get my point. I'm just saying, like, I really hope it's going to happen soon enough where I will be able to stay alert. But I've been watching Golden Bachelor. You know, all the people, the Bachelor, but older version, and they gave me hope that if they can do it, I can do it.
I never heard of
Oh,
the Golden. I never heard of the Golden Bachelor. That's
It
hilarious.
just came out. All the contestants are above 60, and the man, the Bachelor, is 77 years old.
Wow.
And all they do is talk about death, and if there's drama, they lower their like hearing aid. It's pretty interesting.
Dang.
But they give me hope, you know. They give me hope that like life is not over past a certain age. So I'm like, okay, you know.
Maybe you could be on that show someday.
I don't know about that.
Oh,
you have to have Botox and color. I'm not that kind of fake bimbo either. But
Dang.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's cool though. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been super
well,
fun
thank you
talking
for
to
having me. You guys are
Yeah.
awesome.
You want to plug your social media?
Yeah, you can find me on all social media. Oh, actually, not on Twitter anymore. I mean, I'm still there, but I deleted it because there's too much porn on there. You can find me at Davine DC on Instagram, Clubhouse, and just Davine Kerr or DavineCounty.com, my website also.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. You can find me across the board at Funky Sam Medina.
And I am at She Shines for You, all spelled out, no numbers.
And everything else is at Hypothetical Comedy. Awesome. Thank you so much, Davine.
Thank you.